Hi. Hi. Wow, I don't even know how to start this. I missed you guys so much, and I'm so sorry that I've been horrifically inactive lately. But my life has been wild. Quick update in mom world. Signed a lease for my first apartment, did a 7-show run of a production, auditioned and got called back for another production, got nominated to go to the American College Theater Festival. Life is wild. And it's finals too, so I'm doing the very best I can to keep up with my life, let alone 5 other boys' lives, let alone 15,000 other lives, because I try to keep up with y'all as best I can. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So let's do this. 1 month. It has officially been 1 month since Zayn went on his merry way, left us, and shit has been wild. So much has happened. We are now 2-3 weeks into the break. I'm gonna say 3 weeks, because I think, yeah, we're 3 weeks into the break. So we got about another month and a week left before break is over and we go back to being traumatized daily by concert videos and stuff like that. But lots of stuff has happened, so let's talk about it. Let's do it. Notes. Oh, can you see him? Can you see him? Can you see him? Can you see? You can't see him. Okay. Oh, you can kind of. Okay, there's lots of them. There's a lot. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's talk about what's happened so far. I'm just gonna basically do a lot of coverage and a lot of updating. There'll be a link, as always, in a big long post on my Tumblr with everything that's happened. So let's talk about. I broke it down into sections this time. So the 5 things we're gonna cover is One Direction, the 4 remaining members of One Direction, Zayn, Modest, Perry/Little Mix, and the future. What is this? What's that? That's not it. Is that it? What's that? I don't know. Louis would be very disappointed in me. Anyway, so what's going on with, I don't know what this piece of hair is. I'm really sorry. It's pissing me off. Let's talk about what's going on with the Fantastic Four, as a lot of people have dubbed them, which I think is super cute, so let's just do it. Fantastic Four. So, break started. As soon as break started, Harry flew his cute little ass off to LA and climbed under a goddamn rock. Where did he go? I don't know. He went to a Fleetwood Mac concert or something. Harry's chilling. My boyfriend is calling. Hi. Hi. Can I call you back? I'm filming a fucking One Direction video. Okay. Well, you're in it now, so. Okay. Okay. Bye. That was boyfriend. It's his birthday. Please go wish him a happy birthday. He's 21. This is super exciting. He got a tattoo today. He's very excited about it. Anyway. Okay. So, yeah. Harry climbed under a goddamn rock and nobody knows what happened to him. So, sorry, my notes went away. But Harry climbed under his rock, and OT3, which a lot of people have been calling him lately, Louis, Niall, Liam, have been fucking everywhere. Oh, I just turned into Louis a little bit. They've been everywhere. It started out with Niall went to fucking Georgia or something. Is that where he was? I don't know. Fucking Georgia. Whatever. And he was doing his golf thing. I don't know anything about sports. I just know he was doing some golf thing that was very highly publicized and a big deal. A lot of people cared that it was happening. He fell on national television. It was hilarious. I was like, baby, no. Baby, no. But he didn't. It was cute. And then we've got Louis doing the Legends match. Again, something that Niall and Liam both showed up at. Also, in regards to the golf thing, we had Louis and Liam were tweeting about that, which was kind of cute because the boys don't really interact on Twitter that much, or they haven't very recently, and the three of them have been very active on Twitter. Side note on that interesting little tidbit about Twitter. Isn't that funny how a couple days ago, Niall and Louis tweeted almost the exact same thing, like minutes apart, when we knew they weren't together at the time. Interesting, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to the Twitter thing. So we have Louis at his Legends match, Niall doing the golf thing, the boys are tweeting each other, they're at the fundraisers, they were at the Gatsby Ball, which, oh my god, they looked so good. They're in the studio, oh my god, they're pushing the studio thing so hard. They're like, look at us, we're writing music. We are writing. Look, they want everyone to know that they're in the studio writing their album right now. So, that's good to know. Louis has a recording company. Alright, or a record label, whatever the words. Yeah. Also, Louis has been everywhere. He is partying every single night. It's like literally every other day I wake up to a new article about Louis with some, like, getting in a car with some mystery girl. So they're making him a womanizer. Louis a womanizer. Okay. And we also have him getting papped with, not getting papped, I'm sorry, with doing fan interactions, like the boys running into fans everywhere and taking pictures with fans everywhere. So they're really, really pushing Niall, Louis, and Liam. And Harry, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Now, this is very interesting because a couple weeks ago, someone, I don't know who it was that discovered it, but who brought it to my attention? Who brings everything to my attention? Who is the real goddess of this fandom? Ms. Kate. Linked below. Go follow her. She is explaining everything in clear, concise manners and not just talking aggressively at a webcam like I am. But Kate found, or she let me know, someone found something called the star meter. Basically, it's this thing that breaks down the popularity and or fame of a celebrity. And it's interesting because what it revealed is that individual members of One Direction are not always considered what is an A-list celebrity. Harry cracks that little shooby-doo all the time. The others not so much. Apparently, I think it said that Liam was actually, or Louis, I think it was Louis who was like at the bottom. So it is very much intentional that we are seeing a whole hell of a lot of the three boys, not a whole hell of a lot of Harry. They're doing this basically. Harry's here, the other three are here. They're doing this thing. They're trying to do this thing because if these three get super popular, Harry's already super popular. It's not like he's going to get less popular because he disappeared for a couple weeks. But if these three get super popular and Harry's still really popular, then One Direction has collectively gone from like this to like this to like this. Popular One Direction. That's the thing. The point. Zayn. Let's talk about Zayn. Let's talk about my little boy from Bradford. God, what voices am I doing today? I don't know. I do not know the answer to that question. So Zayn was MIA for quite a while. You know, we were getting the PAP stuff and we were getting, you know, Instagrams and all that, but he on social media was silent, and then we didn't actually see him at any kind of event or anything for quite a while. He finally made his big reemergence, I guess we'll call it, into the world of celebrity with the Asian Awards. Y'all, let's talk about that real quick. So, I am still very highly of the opinion that all of this is part of the rebrand, and that part of the rebrand is not just trying to increase One Direction's popularity, but I also think, and give them a more mature image, but I also think part of giving them a more mature image is letting them come a little bit more into who they actually are as people, instead of the pretty little plastic images we got of them in their fucking varsity jerseys and stripes and suspenders. Not that that wasn't fucking adorable, and I miss those days, but that's not who those boys are, and we all know it. So the boys are very much kind of representing right now in a much more honest way, I think. It's still all very controlled, and it's, done with a goal in mind, but it is, to me, it feels much more honest. So Zayn making his first public appearance since leaving One Direction at the Asian Awards, that's big. To me, that's big. That was very much Zayn being like, hey, look at my heritage, look at my, culture, look, this is me, this is who I am, I think it's very important that happened, and I'm super stoked that it happened, mind you, especially in the wake of the fucking Bill Mayer or Maher, or I still don't know how to say his name because he's not worth my time, but in the wake of that, I think this is very important. He finally tweeted, which is cool, because that was starting to get a little stressful. Again, this is a tidbit, and don't take this as a definitive answer for anything, but he has been on Twitter pretty consistently, and he has yet to remove any One Direction related stuff from his Twitter. I'm not saying it means anything, I'm just saying it's kind of cool. I don't know, I like it makes me happy. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Also, especially considering, I know that while the whole solo thing was still a question, he is still, for a fact, managed by Modest. We still have that little tidbit of information. So, always good. But they're keeping him very high profile. There's still rumors about him everywhere you go. Supposedly now he's becoming an actor. Did you see the Best Song Ever video? None of them are becoming actors, okay? Was that mean? I don't know. It's true. Also, Naughty Boy still hasn't relaxed. If you go look at his fucking Twitter, cryptic tweets everywhere. He's all this shit about the answers are coming, and I'm like, can you breathe, please? Like, calm down. Like, relax. Ugh. Ugh. So moving on. So yeah, that's pretty much where Zayn is. Zayn is still bopping around, doing his own thing, being a little more honest, maybe, which is interesting, but staying very high profile. So that's radical. Modest. Ooh, Modest, you made some mistakes. You made some motherfucking mistakes. So, first of all, there was that whole, give me 10 seconds, I'm sorry. Okay. Is that product placement? I don't know. I love this shit, though, so. That wasn't product placement, I promise. I'm just thirsty. But if they want to pay me money, Anyway. So, there was that day that we all thought the boys left Modest. Which, apparently they have not. But that was not an accident. That whole event, that whole scandal, not an accident. Not an accident. I really think that there was some purpose to that. I don't know why. My instinct is to say that they were testing the waters to see what the reaction was to the boys supposedly leaving Modest. But that meant something. I don't know what, but please do not forget about it. I think we will get more answers in time, but that was very significant. There was the Shady Simon interview, a couple weeks back on the interview where they asked Simon what he thought about Zayn leaving One Direction and all that stuff. And he didn't really give any direct answers. And everything he said was hella shady. And he looked super uncomfortable. And someone broke the video down by body language. And it was... Everything will be linked below so you can determine... You can come up with your own opinion on that. But it was a weird interview. Simon looked like he didn't really want to say much, which could mean anything, but it means something to me. I don't know. Oh my god, I just realized I'm 15 minutes in and I never did the disclaimer. Disclaimer, this is all my opinion, nothing is fact. Done. Rad. Now let's talk about my favorite thing that's happened so far this entire break. Let's talk about the Sony leak. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was huge. Now that, from my understanding of what happened, that there was no way in hell Modest had any control over that, or Sony, or whoever had any control over that, because it wasn't just One Direction related stuff that got leaked, it was 30,000 files. 30,000 private Sony files were leaked by WikiLeaks. Yikes. Why do I keep turning black and white? What is with the coloring on this thing? That was, very eventful. And we did get a lot of information out of that. The first thing that I want to address, because we've always known that Sony / Modest / whoever, we've always kind of known that they had some control / influence on the boys' not YouTube, their Twitters. We always had an inkling. But it's literally confirmed now that they influence their Twitters and they tell them what to tweet. Literally confirmed. So from now on, any and all whatever that comes from Twitter, please either disregard or take with a grain of salt, because we don't know who the hell is saying what anymore. Not that we ever did, but now we know for sure that we don't know. Isn't that... I think that should be the motto of our fandom, is you don't know anything for sure except for... No, hold on. I can say this. The only thing you know for sure is that you don't know anything for sure. Welcome to One Direction. That was good. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. Let's talk Perry Little Mix. Let's wrap this thing up. So, Little Mix everywhere. They are filming a video, which they're pushing really hard. They're headlining a festival, apparently. I think in June, July. They are saying that they're releasing an album. So, as I said, Little Mix is really pushing themselves hard right now because Perry is everywhere, and they're using that to their advantage. Speaking of Perry and Zayn relations, because that's the main thing that we care about in regards to this narrative, there were the rumors about the racy video that supposedly it was a Zayn sex tape. Does not exist, folks. I'm just right off the bat. It doesn't exist. Please stop worrying about it. But do understand that it was intentional that that rumor was going around. They're keeping the cheating rumors swirling because they need to really... That's the whole point of the narrative of what's happening with Zayn and Perry right now, is they're pushing this narrative of they're rushing to get married because it's so important to them to save this crumbling relationship, basically. And they're trying to really make it look like, oh, they're so in love, but it's going to crumble and it's going to be tragic. Which will supposedly, or not hopefully, I shouldn't say hopefully, because that sounds really shitty, because, like, I don't hope for these things, I just am predicting these things, but which will presumably mean, the whole Perry dump Zayn, Little Mix does their thing and blows up as a girl power band, which they already are, and they're fucking awesome, and I love them, but narrative. We also have so many, along that narrative, so many wedding rumors. Supposedly they're getting married in France and Disneyland. Zayn Malik's gonna get married at Disney. Okay. 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 Also, the rumor that One Direction was banned from the wedding. 2 words. Yoko? Oh no. Just saying, this is an overplayed narrative. This story has been done before, and I'm tired. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is the big announcement coming on Monday. Are you worried? I'm worried. I'm worried. Not really, I'm not worried. But it's probably going to be something big. Because Liam said it's big. But, you know, your determination of what's big and what's not in this fandom, because it could be anything from, I don't know, I'm not going to make predictions about what it is because I honestly don't have a clue, but the fact that Liam is tweeting about it and saying that they have a big announcement, it feels significant to me. So keep an eye out. We'll see what happens. Don't get stressed, though, because it could also not be that big of a deal whatsoever. And, like I said, we have about a month and a week left until Ultra 2 starts. Now, my theory was and still is that we're looking at a whole new Ultra when the boys get back. But I do think it's very interesting that we haven't been seeing a whole lot of stuff regarding remaking the tour. Everything we're seeing is PR for the boys and about the new album. They're really pushing the new album thing hard. So we'll see what happens. I still think that we're looking at a new Ultra, but we're not seeing a lot of rehearsal. We're not seeing a lot of all that good stuff. And then a quick checkup. Pay attention to where the boys are. For a while, Harry was in LA. Louis and Liam were both in London. Zayn was supposedly in London. Now OT3 is in London and Zayn's supposedly in LA. Just pay attention. And I'm not saying it means anything. Don't make assumptions, but pay attention. So link will be below. I'm sorry that this wasn't the Larry video. Please love me still. I'm really sorry. Like I said, the Larry video, the reason it's taking so long is because I swear on my life it will be a masterpiece. I love Larry so much and I care about Larry so much and I'm so committed to Larry that I will feel like a failure if the Larry video is not absolutely spectacular. So I will do my best to get it to you soon. But it'll be worth it. I hope you think it'll be worth it. Yeah. I'm tired. It's been a long break and we're only halfway through. It's been a long month without our babe. But, guys, we're strong. We've been so strong. Nothing's ruined us yet. Everyone's still kicking. Everyone's still, you know, being alive and making things and talking about things. And fandom's on fire. More so than it's ever been, I think. I think this is the wildest month that this fandom has ever had. And that we have not disappointed, if that's the right way to say that. We're kicking ass. And you guys are wonderful. And thank you for being hella patient with me. That's all I gotta say. I will always try to keep giving you videos. Also, as soon as finals are over, I can almost guarantee there will be weekly videos. No promises, but I'll try. I love you guys. Thank you for waiting for this video. Thank you for watching it after I disappeared for 3 weeks, but I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I will be making you as many videos as I possibly can in the near future to make up for that big old long break, because that was mean of me, and I'm sorry. But I love you. That wasn't a cute face. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Hit me up on Twitter, BradfordBoy2K15. I have to be obnoxious and sign off like that. It's like a thing. You know, I love you all.